already canceled. Back
at it.
Yeah, it's
been episode 35, 37, 50.
It feels like it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Does it? Does it feel like I haven't sat here in a while? We got some changes going on in here. We are getting the whole flooring done, so we're moving around, shifting things around a little bit in here. The race deck flooring in here, and it's cleaning up. I like it. It should help with audio also. As you guys know, we use this as it's a multi-use space. We use it as as a work studio space. We use it for our podcasts, videos, and also when we're working and just doing small shoots and stuff, we use this space. So, and it's a garage. What else we got new?
What else we got new, man? The winter season. And it's been busy. Don't know about y'all, man, but
we've
been busy detailing, which is great. But it's been wild.
Yeah,
guys are calling us out in the rain. I was like, "Oh, we ain't working tomorrow. It's raining."
Yeah,
nope. they said, "Come on down."
Yeah, they want the work. It's and then we have a few people also that have kind of postponed stuff because with the government shutdown, some government workers and stuff were like, "Okay, I need to."
That thing's still going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good thing. It's a good thing about not having to be a part of that anymore. It's like, one of the perks of running your own business is it all falls on you. Besides the detailing, we had to jump back on here and get, we got pretty much all of our SEMA content out. We did a SEMA wrap-up video, but even that, it's kind of like, I got to rewatch it to see if we even want to put it out because it was, we
haven't put it out yet?
No, we haven't put it out yet, but we made it kind of like we felt rushed, like we had to make it. So it didn't feel natural. I like doing the podcast when things just kind of naturally come to us, whether it's a topic, something in the industry that we feel we need to speak our mind on or something we need to get off our chest. And I feel like that one didn't come from an organic place. It was kind of like timeline. Let's talk about, I think we said, let's sit down and talk. Let's turn the camera on and talk about it before we forget. Type of deal. So I may put it out. We'll see. But then again, there's sometimes when I'm like, I wasn't feeling that during the taping, and then I watch it, and it ends up being good.
That happens majority of the time. Whenever you don't, I like when you have that feeling. When you say, because
I've done it on some of our best videos.
And I was like, man, that's a good video.
Yeah,
buddy.
Yeah. So I need to revisit it. Yeah, I need to revisit it, and we'll see. And I want to give a big thank you to all of our subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is where you're going to hear news in the industry, our thoughts on things in the industry, learn how to optimize your business, be a little bit more little savvy. Hopefully, after you watch us a few times, kind of pick up some tips and just open your mind to business and in the industry and opportunities and those types of things in general.
Just how we get down.
Coming from a different perspective, than most.
Our way.
So thank you guys for all the support, new current subscribers and all the OGs. It's at the point now where people are like, man, we've been rocking with you for like 5 years back in the day. And
thank you, man.
That means a lot to us. And you always hear people on their channel say, oh man, thank you. It's like, every single one of you guys means something to us. We respond to all the comments. We're there for you guys, answering the questions.
I was watching when you didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
Yeah, when you started, yeah. So if you guys want to continue to support us, we always have affiliate links in all of our videos. That helps out the channel, the development and growth of it. Also, we have merch available. If you guys want to pick up any Details merch, that's all available in our Details store. But today, what are we going to talk about? Speaking of opportunities, let's collab. That got to be like the worst DM that you can get.
There's one worse than that.
What's that?
You guys do sponsorships.
Yeah.
That's the worst one. I'll do collabo. Sponsorship.
Yeah, that's...
we haven't got...
Sponsor me.
Yes.
Sponsor me. It's not even a question. It's, hey, sponsor me. Hey, what do I got to do to get a sponsor? And this is...
I got a lot of stuff on this, man. Where does this come from?
I think it comes from our culture now.
The GoFundMe culture?
Oh, man.
That's what it is. It's a cousin of the GoFundMe.
It's like totally. It's like at this point, it's okay to go out there in
beg.
Yeah.
For money?
Yeah, it's like the new panhandling. It's cyber panhandling is what I call it. Instead of being on the street with the sign, like you're literally cyber panhandling. That's how it feels to me. It's like this level of I think people who maybe have a little bit of clout, on social media, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, I think they say, okay, well, this is how the world works. This is how it works now. I get popular, and then I get the keys to the kingdom. Everything gets handed to me. Everybody comes knocking at my door.
And I want to clear this out first because we're not talking about, there's nothing wrong with being sponsored.
No.
That's not where this conversation
We're talking about the people that are trying to navigate through their business, but at the same time, maybe partner with somebody or sometimes sometimes the reasons for the sponsorship could be like just totally,
Okay, the reason for the sponsorship is on who end? On who, the person being sponsored or the sponsoree?
Well, I think it's a give and take. Obviously, because there should be a mutual benefit of some sort going on there, right? In exchange for sponsorship, obviously you're gonna have to do some things. Maybe represent the brand. Maybe give us a couple plugs. Give us, whatever. That's how sponsorship generally works. It's to broaden the audience of the business.
It's sponsorship, man. Like for people that don't know or trying to do that.
I don't think people, first of all, don't even understand what sponsorship is. They're saying, they think by the word
flex.
Yes, they think
they use it as a flex.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sponsored. But it's like, well, what does that consist of? What does that look like? What is that in your mind? Is that just somebody giving you stuff? Like, do you consider that sponsored? You know what I mean?
Well, it's the guy. It's just the people's take on getting money. Like people will pass up $100 for pennies, just like in the detailing game. Like being sponsored, you get money, but like a lot of times you become a slave.
Yes.
Like,
there's things. Yes.
Like you're working way harder than what
exactly.
But you're sponsored. You get the pound your chest.
And I think this world that we live in, there's a big difference between collaboration, sponsorship,
partnership.
There's all these different
associating.
Yes, where it's like
supporting.
Exactly. Like, is there true? What's behind it is the bigger picture that people, I think, need to kind of think about. Your perception now, everything that you do is a representative of that sponsorship if you're within a partnership with somebody. So some people take that lightly, some people don't. Like some companies are just like, here, you just got a big following. I don't care. Just put my shit
rightfully
in front
so.
of you. Just put my shit in front of you. Just put this shit in front of you. I don't even care. You know what I mean? And whether they're a bad representation for that company or not, that company doesn't care. They're like, no, here. And you'll see some of those, like, those are kind of like the low-hanging fruit. Those motherfuckers, they don't care.
You know what I also like to think is the sponsorship is like it put the sour taste in my mouth is when people ask to be sponsored.
This conversation has been brought up by a lot of different people. Sydney from PNS had a great conversation with JB. And I think they had a few other people, Doer, shout out to
Detail Grind.
Shout out to Detail Grind podcast. They had a good conversation about partnerships and sponsorships and kind of like that. Because JB was a brand ambassador for the Rad Company. He was, he's done some events and stuff with PNS. So they kind of talk about the same thing with Sydney. She works for PNS. She was a detailer. She works for PNS. And JB is a DIYer. He doesn't actually has a business on the side, but it's a side hustle for him. And Sydney, with her business, obviously developed a relationship, PNS, things happen, and now Buff and Shine, and then she's doing a lot of stuff with the Rad Company, which is cool. And it's kind of, those relationships can develop in so many different ways. Some are just strictly transactional. Some are, okay, I'm closely associated with this, or maybe I'm using the product. I'm a fan of the product, but I don't really know of anybody who by saying, hey, sponsor me, or can I get a sponsor? What do I have to do to get sponsored? Like, I don't think that has ever done anybody good or looked good from any of the conversations I've had from the creator side or the business owner of the detailing side or the company that they're asking to sponsor, vice versa.
Well,
I never heard of someone say, hey, man, this guy just reached out and said.
Because I think it's different. This is great. I think it's different because there's people, there's being sponsored like through social media where it's just strictly like internet. Because the internet folks, social media guys that are gurus in this stuff, they're telling people if you want to get sponsored, you write a letter. You do this versus like in-person type sponsorship is different, I would think. But that whole interface is different.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to also is how good are your interpersonal skills when we're having conversations, what we're getting into. Is this a relationship?
Yes.
Or is this a one-time? Is this a side chick situation? Or is this my woman? This is my wife. This is or is this the real deal? I'm putting work into this. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the effort kind of comes in on both sides. And I think that's when a great collaboration, partnership, or sponsorship works, is when it's like, yo, it's just a good fucking fit. When it's a good fit, it's a good fit. It's undeniable. It's like you have certain athletes, you'll see them being sponsored when you know, you're like, man, you know damn well my man did not want to get sponsored by Converse. You know what I'm saying?
Seth Curry.
Yeah.
And Under Armour.
But then you have somebody like Dennis Rodman that time, you're like, oh, Reebok? Cool, I can design my own shoe. All right, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like Steph Curry, come on. Come on, Steph. You never should have been with Under Armour.
But
you know they had that paper.
Getting that money.
They had, and he was their only player probably at the time, right? Was he their first endorsed athlete? Like with the shoe?
I think so, man.
Possibly. So they're like, yo, we can give all of our efforts to you.
Hey, and also,
so in a way,
you know that check had to be nice.
Oh yeah. So for that, there could be different situations and circumstances. But how do you get there is always everybody's question. How do you get there? How do you get sponsored? How do you do this? How do you make a partnership? How do you do a collab? Because we don't have a huge YouTube or social following. We have a decent one. And even then, people are asking us, hey man, how did you do this? How did you do that? How did you do that? And honestly, to be 100% honest with you, we didn't reach out to anybody. We never said, hey, let's collab. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. Things happen organically.
Yeah.
Things happen so organically where we literally had a vision for what we wanted the business. And this has happened for business. This has happened for social media for us. This has happened for podcasts for us. This is a real life situation. Like our next endeavors are connected to this as well. Everything has happened organically for us.
Everything was mutual.
Yes, extremely mutual.
Like the guys that we wanted to, like, oh man.
Yeah.
Those are some guys I want to.
There's no compromise on either side. Everyone is like, yo, this, okay.
I'll just, man, I'll, you know what I mean?
It felt natural.
Yeah.
Like it felt as natural as things can be. And this has been with anybody that we've ever done any. You know, it could be from the smallest partnership or source of support or appearance or anything like that. Like sales floor takeovers and stuff. Stuff like that like happens where it's like, yeah, hey, you want us to come in here? Let's make this happen. Let's do this. Those are how things are. Hey, can you guys come out here? You think you guys can make it happen? Can you work this out? Can you be here? We'll put on our schedule. You know what? We weren't planning on doing a whole tour until 3 months before it happened, and said, "Hey, man, we're gonna hit all of these spots in the country. We're gonna do this."
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Then the trainings came along. Okay, cool. Okay, we can work that in too. Okay, now all these other things come along with that. Okay, we can definitely work on that too. So it's happening, and I think when you do things the right way, and we've never compromised who we are. We never compromised. We never said, okay, we got to start doing this or stop doing this in order to keep or acquire more of whatever it is that we wanted. I think we just stayed organic, and we were satisfied and remained satisfied with the steady flow and the growth to where it was like, hey man, let's have fun with this. Let's be ourselves. Let's really get into it the way that we want to do it. And that's a fun part, because creatively, when you don't have to do anything, you're being yourself.
Well, people say, what they got to do, that's what you got to do. You got to find what makes you happy. You know, that's so cliche.
Yeah, it is.
That's cliche.
It all sounds cliche when you say, just work hard, stay disciplined, keep your focus. Yeah, all that is, but there's also a lot that goes behind.
Well, okay.
Like the people that know us know that we have worked extremely hard for the past year on us. And I think when you work on yourself, people see that.
I think I could pinpoint something where, like, something more technical. You got to have a sense of direction, what you're doing with your business, your social media. A vision of where it's clear to everybody, okay, I know what that person's doing.
I know what they're about, and I know where they're going, and I know how they're doing it.
I know what he's talking about. I can support that.
I could see his vision now.
Yeah. When you see other people like, oh, he's just over here, he'll take whatever.
Yeah.
That type of somebody is going to ask, like, what I got to do to get sponsored.
That's
how you move.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
How you move,
that's
baby.
Right. That's it.
Shoot.
And that's the key point that I really want to put here too, is because you attract. If you're moving a certain way and you're doing things a certain way, you're gonna, just like your clientele, right? You're gonna attract a certain clientele. So if you're on social media, or you're looking to do partnerships, or there's different levels, like everything else. And where do you see your position within that industry?
If you're around a bunch of busters, chances are you're a buster.
Exactly. So there's a lot that comes into play with that, where we see things happen. We're like, okay, well, that's only natural. That's obvious. That was a simple one. Because those people have a lot in common. Those are things that you kind of have to be aware of. Like we get in where we fit in.
I know why those two like each other.
Yeah, like there's
yeah, I can see that.
You create in things that get gravitated towards you that are like you. Like attracts like. That's just the way this thing works. So if you're not seeing things that you think you should be a part of, maybe you're not in alignment with that, if that makes sense. Like, we know how certain things in our industry work, and we know how certain things, and I'm just being 100% objective here. Let's say a brand that's locally distributed, it's not a huge brand, but maybe they have like a few stores around. Something like that would probably be, and if you're just starting out, something like that would probably be a good fit to get your feet wet with. We never went that route because, like, the local detail shop or something like that, to kind of say, hey, is there something we could do to help each other out here? Like, I could use it, you know what I mean? Like, start grassroots like that. Some of these guys are like, it's like, yo, man, you don't just go to Nike and be, hey, man, I'm graduating next year. Just so you know,
I play ball.
Yeah.
College you for? I'm from USC.
Yo, man, you gotta have a scholarship to go to SC?
No, but it helps.
Yo, you think you can hook me up with a scholarship?
What do you do?
I used to play baseball.
Shut up, man.
It doesn't work that way. And I think people don't understand when you're reaching out to certain people, their job is not to be sitting back hoping a detailer that don't even use your product
You know
is
what,
like is
going
gonna,
around-
oh man, somebody
You know what going around asking people for sponsorship sounds like to me?
what?
Fucking door knocking.
That's pretty much what it is.
Fucking door knocking.
That's pretty much what it is.
Someone gonna hit. But
Yeah.
it's door knocking.
Yeah,
It's
and-
100% door knocking.
Yeah, again, it's that alignment. Like what do you if you don't think you'd be a good representative for a certain brand, what makes you think the brand is going to assume that?
We found the ones that fit and we don't need to look no more.
Yeah. Yeah. When you find the things like for us, like I'm going to refer this back to hip hop and DJ.
Okay.
Like you DJ, right? Like everybody in the world knows when it comes to DJ turntables, the Technics 1200 is the king. It will always be the king. There's been like and we're talking like 30, 40 years. Like they've updated this turntable, but the 1200 series, they got a bunch of them now. But the MK2, Mark 2, 3, 4, whatever, those, but there's other brands that make them. And when you see dudes sponsored by them, it's kind of like, okay. We know they say deep down in your heart that's not, you wanted Reebok or you wanted Nike. You didn't want Reebok. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong because that DJ's probably getting his money and they're taking care of him somehow.
I know a brand right now
What?
in the game. I ain't gonna say it because
Okay, well, yeah, don't say, they're not in the industry yet. We're not tight. Well, I'm making references just as a generalization. So there's the staple, and those staples, people don't understand also, those staples, they don't fuck with a lot of people.
Well, yeah.
They don't mess with a lot of people is because some people care about their reputation. And that's a part of the brand, and that's instilled in the culture of the company, and other people don't. Good example. The Oakland Raiders have a fantastic brand. The Las Vegas Raiders, whatever. Great brand. Probably the best brand in professional sports, right?
It's up there.
Probably.
Top five.
Yeah.
Top five.
But their culture is terrible.
Jesus.
Absolutely terrible. The culture of that team made people not even want to, people be like, yo, everybody wants to be a Raider at some point in their career. Now it's at the point where it's like, not so much. Not so much. Even when they were in that dump in Oakland, people were like happy to be a Raider. You would see people be like, yo, man, I'm like Marshawn Lynch came out of retirement to play for Oakland with pride.
Yeah, that,
People did that.
he
People
had that stadium on fire,
yes,
brother.
he did. I was there for his first carry. Oh man, you would have thought they won the Super Bowl.
Well, man, Marshawn Lynch.
That was wild.
Had these Raiders thought they were going to go undefeated. Oh, man, the whole talk, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch over here.
That was a fun time. But anyway, so again, brand representative for the Raiders, Marshawn Lynch. That wasn't necessarily, I can tell you right now, that necessarily wasn't about money for Marshawn Lynch. It definitely wasn't about money for the Raiders, but both of them knew, yo, this is going to do something good for the city right here. This is for a bigger, we hitting a different, we're doing something here.
That energy was wild.
Yeah. So just for Marshawn to be, I went and bought a Marshawn Lynch jersey. I don't wear jerseys, but I went and bought a Marshawn Lynch jersey. I'm like, I got to represent. And I was living in Oakland at the time. Come on. You're tripping. So that's when we talk about brands. The right fit is everything because reputations, at a certain level, the reputations are now on the line.
This is off topic, but you got me in my mind going, talking about DJing. Mm-hmm. Off the top, putting you on the spot, you rocking the party what's the first one you put? You got to come in hot. What's the one? What are you throwing on? What are you throwing on the ones and twos?
It depends. Is it what type is like
the one hit that you got to get people like the music has commenced. Let's go.
Oh, you could throw on.
Give me one.
Oh, just I'll do a real generic one. Like if it's just like a top 40 type crowd, like you're just on Hypnotize. Like everybody's gonna,
Hey,
you know what I mean? They just hear that first drop on Hypnotize by Biggie, and the crowd's all gonna go wild. I don't like specifically playing those types of music because they're so cliche.
Well, give me. Oh, you know what? Okay, the hot stepper. You throw that
here comes
anywhere.
Eddie Kamosi. Yeah,
anywhere.
that classic beat.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, that's just the classic bounce beat that everybody can get. People that are 50 can get down to that. People that are 20 can get down. They still use it in movies that are coming out now. I heard it the other day. Yeah.
When you hear the nah, it's a rap, son. Mm-hmm. All right.
So fit is a big one, and I don't think we should ever be discouraged if we're seeking, some kind of partnership or something, because sometimes it's timing. There's partnerships for us that we've tried to work with where they didn't work out for whatever reason, because you got to remember too, some of these brands in companies are growing also in their own way. So they're trying to kind of find what's going to work for them, what may not. So something that worked last year may work now or vice versa.
Hey, I got one for y'all. When you see a company that doesn't sponsor anybody, don't go ask them if they want to sponsor you. Because a lot of them don't do it because of the stigma that sponsorships have. They're just like, I don't want to do that because
that's going to
make me look bad.
That's amateur hour down there. Yeah. We don't do that shit. Well, then that's what I'm saying. Like the Techniques, they don't do that.
Don't need to.
Yeah, Techniques will sponsor events.
Yes.
Like the DMC championship, you know what I mean? Like they'll sponsor like hip hop related or things in that culture for certain things. But as far as like individuals, there's very few that they would,
I ain't gonna give you no money, but I'll give you something to eat.
So they're just every business has a different model and some people's business are just based off of sponsorship. That's what they need. That's their bloodline.
Shout out to them.
That's a different business model. That's just their bloodline. So I think that causes a lot of confusion because people get the game twisted. Because they're like, "Yo, isn't that how it works?"
The guys are good at that. They could put that up into whatever. But the guys are using that approach like in the physical form. And
it's like you don't do that. Yeah,
you can't use that technique in this scenario.
Well, it's like you don't use that if that's not their business model. That's like someone saying, "Hey, man, I want you to do a fleet wash." It's like, no, we do vintage collectibles only. That's it. Like that. Oh, but I want you to do a fleet wash. It's like, that's not me. We don't operate like that. So when you're asking some of these companies or reaching out to them, but oh man, they won't respond to me. It's like, they don't do that stuff. That's not that ain't their game. Like that's for a different type of, like it's usually a different level of, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to reach out to certain brands and be, hey man, we got this channel, you should sponsor us. Like, first of all, I wouldn't say it that way, but even if I did, and I knew that wasn't, get to know do you even know anything about, first of all, you should know if they're open to that. If you're looking to get into a partnership, collaboration, sponsorship, or anything, you should be doing your research about these companies. What are these companies about? What's their track record? What are they looking like? What does the PR look like? Do I want to be a part of this? Because you're ganging yourself up with that. Like, not ganging yourself, but you're making yourself, if almost synonymous. If you're doing it right, you should be like, people should know, okay, this guy's this. He only messes with this. This is what this is about. Okay, cool. Got you. And some people do that for themselves. Like they self-sponsor, like for instance, Pan. He's like, okay, well, I'm representing this. This is what I am. This is who I am. This is, you know what I mean? I review stuff, but this is what I use. This is what I'm about now. This is my thing. I created this. So, and then other people are like, no, I'm going to leave that up to this person over here. And that's my man. That's who I stick with. That's who I'm all about. Mm-hmm. And you don't know what's going on back there. Mm-hmm. You don't know if there's exchange of whatever. Like you do not know how that went.
Well,
that's between them, and that's
hey,
how you move.
But the new another buzzword that I hear all the time is the transparency. People think that they got to know all this stuff. It's like
No, that ain't your business.
that ain't none of your business.
Yeah, like you don't. That's not like transparency is good to a point for consumer, for product knowledge. It's not for the insights of your business.
Yes.
Like I think people don't understand
Yeah.
business enough. If you're having that conversation, it's like, where's your business etiquette? Like if you want to talk business, where's your business etiquette?
Transparency.
You know, and I think that goes for both sides too. When people reach out to us and they want, like we've had people in the past reach out to us, companies, and they say, hey, we want to partner with you with this, and I look at it and I'm like, obviously, if you knew the first thing about us, you know we ain't having none of this. Like, why would you even come at me with this? Like, no. That's not the way that we operate and
This
work.
look like a 9 to 5.
So it's like, no. It's like you. So if you're not doing your due diligence in doing the research to see who you're trying to get involved with, that's like going on a blind date. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. It's like, okay, well, I thought, oh, you didn't know that you had the biggest hothead over here, like who wiles out. Like that's part of understanding business and making business. Because at a point, if you're doing this as a detailer and somebody reaches out to you, you've just made a business decision, whether you know that or not. Like you have made a business decision by associating or being involved with or partnering, promoting, whatever, taking money from, being on their payroll, being associated with so-and-so. That's now the perception of you. You're a part of that now. You're associated with that. I think that's the part where people don't really don't do enough research in. They see things like, okay, they're offering me money. They're offering me free product. They're offering me this. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. Like that could dilute and water down your shit real quick. When you hear too many people talking about something that's just, it becomes like, okay, what's up here? Okay, everybody's doing reviews right now at the same time about this because they're throwing them out there like nothing. They're giving them away like Skittles. Yeah. But the same thing goes for every industry. And I think people think that's how business primarily is. Yeah. That's business, but that's like in my eyes, that's one step above flea market business. You know what I mean?
Swap meet.
Yes. It feels cheap to me. It feels like cheap, dirty business. It's like, yo, I don't want to do business like that. I'm sorry. Just like with any other service, I look at this very objective. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't want to do business. There's some indicators in here that I'm not okay with. I don't see enough structure here. This feels like I'm getting myself into a nasty situation or something. And like, when they say go with your gut feeling, I immediately know. Sal can show you stuff and be like, nah, we ain't messing with that. We ain't messing with that. Or be like, okay, yeah, that sounds good over there. We could do that, but we got to know what we're getting into. Yeah, and then there's also stuff where things don't work out. It may not be anything personal. It may just be, okay, the timing is just off. We got things in order that we got to focus on, or vice versa. Or, we've been at a few different kind of forks in the road where it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do? Are we going to try to force this? Or are we going to just like let it go? And I think when we like let it go, you let it go and you're like, okay, cool. Well, if it comes back around, then we'll see what, you know what I mean? But this is all about relationships. Like, who are you developing relationships and who do you want to have relationships with? Because you're working with them. All of these small businesses for us is what we created, that ideal. We're trying to create the utopia of work, right? That's what we should be striving to do. So you want to work with the people that you want to work with, whether that's your colleague, whether that's your client, whether that's somebody you're partnering with. You want those things, whether it's the cars you're working on, we want those to be in the best kind of category for us, right? So why would you bring something else in there that doesn't fit that? Because now you're messing with your utopia that you're trying to create. Is that a good analogy?
There's been
Kind
better.
of makes sense. But I feel like you can make a mistake by throwing something into your orbit that maybe just doesn't need to be there. Because maybe you thought it was a good opportunity, and you learn from these. You learn from these. Like there was some stuff that we did, for non-industry related. And I'm like, okay, we're not doing that again.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing that again.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening.
Never.
So be careful for what you guys do, but so be careful with the decisions that you make. I like the way Sydney and JB broke it down, because Sydney, with her being part of PNS, she would state, and don't quote me, but she would say people reach out like, hey, sponsor me, hey this, hey that. And she goes, then I go to their Instagram and I look at, she goes, they're not even using the product. Like, what kind of value? Like, she didn't say this part. I'm saying this part. I'm saying this for you, Sydney. What kind of value do you really think you could bring to the table for us without you even using the product? You have no knowledge of the product. You have, how are you going to be the proper representative? How are you going to represent us if you know nothing about us and you're not even using us? How does that make us look? How is that going to be beneficial? I understand if you have a certain expertise and you're spot on with this stuff, you know how to use it like no other, and you could show other people and display that, or whatever. Maybe you're just good looking, but whatever the case is, you got to have something you bring to the table. Period. Right? It's like a negotiation. This is supposed to be an agreement between two businesses that are going to have mutual benefit, or somewhat terms that are going to.
People are looking for sponsorships as like job interviews or trying to get a
That's
job.
what it seems like.
That's what
Yes.
it is, man. They're trying to get another job.
Yeah.
That's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. And again, man, we ain't saying nothing about sponsorship.
No.
man.
No.
I'm sure you guys do, because
Yeah.
our followers.
It's part of all business, all industries. So I think with our industry, there's a big divide between certain levels and business conductors.
Well, it's detailing is not new, but it has grown probably
In a really fast short,
mode,
yeah.
like in the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Just
And there are more companies out there throwing stuff, trying to doing the let me catch one, and thinking volume and exposure is gonna, because it has in the past, but it's not a guaranteed solution. But when people see, oh, that worked, let's just go that route.
The like how the eyes that detailing has attracted and all the attention it has gotten.
Yeah.
All these things never are new. Yeah. These things just didn't happen. These things been around in business for years. Now just people detailing are starting like, oh, that's how it's like. No, it's normal.
Yeah. And the advice that I could give is let your work show first. Let your work show first what you're capable of doing before you even do anything. Let your work. You know how people are like, oh, my work does it. Like, if you're that bad of a motherfucker, let your work bring the shit to you. Like put your money, put everything on your work. Like, let the work speak for you if you're that bad. I think if you're worthy of sponsorship, of everything that you think you deserve, let your work decide that. Let that work.
Like when Jordan sponsored Roy Jones, is the first sponsorship that Jordan did to a boxer.
Yeah.
He showed his work. It was just like, yes, he should be sponsored.
Yes.
Roy Jones was the Michael Jordan at the time.
Yeah. A boxer.
Yes. That's a perfect fit.
Yeah. Like, there's undeniable, okay, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I want on the team. That's what we're looking for. That level. So, but I think with all these, brands throwing, fishing, trying to get, hey man, we got this for you, we got this. And some of these deals sound good. Some of the stuff is, but at the same time, that's not the way that business is operated, especially once you get to a certain level. It's not operated like that. The discussions are different. The meetings are different. The relationships are completely different than these. For instance, those ones that send out like a ton of the products, and this is any industry, that they send out a ton of products and stuff. Their first way is, hey, a free sample, free sample, free sample, free sample, free sample. They're not having, and it's in a message that's like 50, it's going out to 50 different people at once. There's nothing personal about that. The higher up the totem pole you go,
what was it? Who did it with? It was with the pressure washers, the 2.0s. When during the 2, 3, 4, was it 3, 4 years ago? The active, like everybody had one of them joints. Everybody was talking about one of them joints when that thing came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was about though. People could have been just excited for the product.
Maybe
because it did have some specs that were different. Like again, we don't know. Like if you don't know, you don't know. So some people may think, oh, well, they're sending out pressure washers. Let me hit them up, or let me try to get sponsored by them. That's the state of mind I'm seeing detailers in. Is I've had people hit up people that we have relationships with, asking stuff, and I'm like, yo, you don't do that to them. Like, what are you doing? Like, and first of all, don't put my name on that. Like, do not associate us with that. We value something in our business that, unfortunately, a lot of people don't anymore in theirs, and that's reputation. So we tread very, very delicately with all situations that we kind of come into contact with. Any opportunities, anything, we think hard about it. That's just the way we are. We think thorough about it. We think long-term. We're thinking relationship. We're not thinking, oh, give me this quick money. Give me this, give me that. And anybody that we've ever helped out, anybody that has ever helped us out, anybody that has ever had any kind of partnership, collaboration, whether they were a guest on our videos, whether it was a brand that we worked with, whether it's a local business, anything, they'll tell you those are some real dudes. Like they'll come through for you if you need something. They're here. They show up. They're the real deal, because that's how we conduct our business. So it's a lot more work to do business that way. But if you want the right things, you have to fall in alignment with people that are also doing those things, right?
It's just prep work. It's just the prep. Prep work is always the rough part.
Yeah. But your business isn't just what people see on social media, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Your business is a lot more. Your business is you. And if they don't want to do business with you, that's when you take the look in the mirror. Because if they don't want to do business with you, some people are just hard to do business with. Some actors don't get jobs because people are like, man, I can't deal with them on the set. The director, hard to work with. There's some people that are unteachable. There's some people that are they're just freaking hard to work with.
Some athletes just can't coach.
Yeah, prime example. So who wants to get into a partnership or something like that where it's just like, and that's what, like, Cam Newton, like he lost his yogurt sponsorship. He just by doing some things that they were like, yo, we don't agree with that. We got to go. Like this is a bad look for us. So you have to look at yourself also. Am I representing myself to a way where it's attractive to this brand? So do your research on these brands. Have etiquette. Don't bother these people because we get the text messages. Hey, let's collab. Hey, would you be interested in doing this with this and this? And then we also get the ones, hey, bro, how do you? It's like, yo, come correct first. Introduce yourself. What's your name? Like
Hey man, how much money you make?
Yeah. Yeah, you got people sending lists of stuff. Hey, I have this channel. Here's this.
I need this. The nerve.
Like, what? Like, hell, like who?
Go fund me.
Yeah.
Go fund me, man.
Yeah. And on the other side, you have people sending you stuff. Oh, this. but you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to say this, you got to mention our thing 8 times. And then it's like, yo, okay, obviously I'm not for you. You ain't seen our channel because we don't play that. We don't do that. So
Don't send me no homework.
yeah. So this whole
Sponsorships,
collab,
man.
Sponsorship, partnership thing, man,
Go get your money, man. Go
Dude,
get sponsored.
yeah, go-
Go get sponsored.
do it the right way. If you're gonna go that route and you're gonna seek that, or if you're a brand, like the brands that know. And if you're selective with things, we're selective on anything we put on our channel, and for the reason that we want to preserve everything in this channel to be as truthful, transparent, and as valuable to you guys. Because what brings us the most joy is when we get those messages like, bro, I just saved 30 minutes on this last car that I did, or man, I just made an extra 5 G's a month because I cut this out, or I implemented this, or I did this like you guys said I should.
Dude, that was so easy. I did. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like, that's all I had to do. Oh, man. Or the ones that are my favorite are, these guys ain't missed yet.
Yeah.
Every single thing that they have told me to get or to do, and we have a lot of people that say that. So if you're looking for shortcuts, like seriously, I don't think there's another channel as far as detailing wise and operationally and system wise to help you get there in the real world than this one. So thank you again. Shout out to everybody, all the supporters, all the sponsors, all the partners, all the collabs that we've done. You guys have all been great to us. Thank you guys for supporting us. And thank you guys because you guys keep this thing moving. So
Yeah, if you want to support this channel, you could email us for some sponsorships.
yeah, if you guys are looking to support, and if you think you fall in alignment with the channel, you know what I mean? But catch you guys on the next one.